20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 180. Yes, Mike. It's coming this way. It's coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready? Take a step, ready? 56. I'm coming for you. You mine.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Look at it.
That's what I do.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, 20! Hey, kill! Hey, wahoo!
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, picture.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Just beating the play clock is gone. Looking to set for Woods, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the auspicious beginning of the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Great.
I got you, 88. I got you.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Newton now to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Newton to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Blount. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Provided a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This is McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And caught left side. Olsen.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Get in the weight room.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
What is it? 180? 58's the mic. All day. All day.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 50. Check 50.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go. 180. 54. Get your swerve on.
Throwing on third. Goff rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Value one. 5.
From the red zone now, Goff. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Man.
Super. Hey, orbit.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 5-4.
Back to throw. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
180. 54, Mike. Let's go, G.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen.
Super 1.
Mike 54.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Obama.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Looking for Woods that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
54. Mike 54. Hey, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Bravo. Watch a slant.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
11.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Operating from the gun. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
All day, every day, any day. Rush in.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Open man is Cantrell. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight. Tight end.
Now it's Newton. That is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Newton looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We're good. We're good. Hey, high 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
I like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Listen. Hey, let go.
From the gun, here's Goff. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mike 5-4.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Go. 54. Mike 54. I got one.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards on the ground.
48 yards. And the Rams first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Ric Flair.
What we got? What we got?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. And it's a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And an alley to run. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Newton on 1st down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Everyone's got foot.
Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Kill.
Big
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
We go tonight. 180.
I'm here all day.
Super. Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4.
Goff now looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Muscles him off, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Motion. Mike 5-4.
Hey, foxtrot.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
5.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Take you to school. 54. Check. Watch the
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Merlin. Hey, team 6.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Pick it up. Hey, 1 second.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Two.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Out of the gun, Goff, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Let's go.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Out of the gun, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Got his target, Samuel. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point try good by Gano. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Cut! 180! 59! I got it!
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.